Hello, this is Distracted Lord, and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. And this game recently had an update, and when I say recently, I mean about a week ago by the time this video comes out. Yeah, not the most prompt of update coverage, but better late than never, right? But this is a pretty interesting update, because it involves a complete remake of Area 64, which is quite good because, well, it kind of needed it, and a Battle Pass. So let's start with the Battle Pass. And how it works is you have various levels of the Battle Pass. So I'm at level 9. Well, technically I'm at level 8. It's a bit weird. On here it displays me as being halfway through level 9, whereas I'm past level 8 and halfway through. Am I halfway through level? Yeah, it makes sense if you think about it, but to start off with it looks a bit strange. So I am wearing these zombie pants. Also, really annoying, the thing down here in the bottom bar, they spin sort of clockwise, whereas up here they're spinning anti-clockwise, and that's really annoying. So please fix that, TABG. But there is many levels of this, with all sorts of things you get, from music to chat throwables, so that you can throw stuff other than a parrot, like whole costumes, various other things, and speech, which is kind of cool.
All prime nightmare night death.
And it seems to me that these have different words than the default ones that the normal voices give you, which is kind of cool. But it goes up to level 60. I have played a few hours of it so far, and I'm at level 8 and a bit. So it might take a while, but as far as I can tell, there is no time limit on it. It's not like a season pass, it's just a battle pass, and so hopefully they keep it like that. But as far as I can tell, it's not going away anytime soon, so if you get halfway up it, you're not gonna lose your progress. But you may also notice this thing at the top left that says get premium pass, because if we look down this bar, some things, the thing at level 3 and level 5, say free above them. That's 50 money credits each. And on here we've got the zombie pants and 50 money credits that are free. But the other ones are locked, and if you buy the premium pass, then you can get all the other rewards. Now, see, I haven't bought the premium pass because I don't want to spend more money than I already spent on the game, because I bought the game when it came out. Well, not when it came out, it was a bit later than that, I'm going to be honest. But, like, if I get up to level 50, then I might buy it, because at that point it'll probably be worth it. Oh yes, there is also this one. It's the TABG song, dubstep remix. So, if you've played tabs, you may know of the TABG. The TABG is a unit in tabs that runs towards things, and then when it gets within about 10 meters, it turns and runs the other way. And they have a guitar, and they permanently play this music, and there is a dubstep remix of it here. You know what? I want to get level 42, and I want to get the premium pass just for this. Just for this. Because this is better than anything other music in the game. But they've also changed how customization works. So we have all this normal stuff, but now we have a drip button and a more button. Under more we have the chat throwable, so obviously when you unlock more, like owls and monkeys, you can change those. And then you also have the music, and so there is beatboxing, because I had the game before it was free. I have Betoni Dusky as well. They've also slightly changed how the UI of that looks. They've changed some of this UI, a few minor UI changes. But now let's go look at the whole remaster of Area 64. Now, the way I'm going to have to do this is going to be a bit awkward, because it doesn't exist in the shooting range, and doing it in the middle of a battle doesn't seem like a very clever idea to me. So I'm just going to have to go to Area 64 in lobbies. I've never wanted more time in the lobbies before, but now I really kind of need it. So I'm just coming into Area 64 here from Western, and as you can see, it's much bigger than it was before, and there's these symbols on the wall. This is just sort of the Area 64 symbol. It appears in a few places. Now we have these little guard towers, And my favourite thing about these guard towers is not in fact the guard towers, it's this wire, because we finally have a physical wire in the game. And the game's about to start. That's not helpful. So there's this area here with these, like, tenty things, and inside there's all sorts of things. So importantly, in this big tent here, there is still the boost pad, and there are some weird alien spaceship bits lying around, and there's this computer, well, there's a few of these, which have the most useful things: add files to desktop, work with one of the files on desktop, save desktop files to disk, remove files to desktop, other activities. They're not exactly doing amazing work here, as is also proven by, in these buildings there are computers, and you see these keyboards. Yes, this is the most useful of work keyboards ever. This is not a joystick. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, so there are also these buildings. These buildings have some stuff in them. Some of them are bigger than others. There's a bunch of storage stuff behind here. It's actually a pretty good map area, really, and I can walk on this thing as well. That's cool. It's nice to see more actually physical wires rather than weird things you can walk through. And there are some lorry trailers. Yes, there's quite a lot of interesting stuff around here. Many places to hide, and there are great wall guys. There are ways of getting in it that are not the exits. Well, there's the two main gateways, one at each end. There's one there and one there, and there are other ways in. So this Area 64 it's better than the old one. It's also one of the coolest parts of the map now, but loot-wise, there is quite a lot of loot here, especially in the big buildings, and there seems to be an especially high concentration of weapon attachments in them. Like, you find a lot of weapon attachments and less weapons. I don't know whether that's just changing spawn rate thing, or whether I am in fact completely making that up and I'm just noticing things that don't exist, but it seems to me that there are a lot of weapon attachments that spawn in this place, which is kind of cool. If you want weapon attachments, you can go here then. But other than that, the only other thing here is this ladder works like an actual ladder. Like, you can sort of magically walk up it. I don't entirely understand what I'm doing here. It seems to assist your climbing of the ladder, which is kind of cool. But that's going to be it for this video, so thank you for watching. Don't get distracted, go subscribe now, and until next time, goodbye.